Thank you so much for taking out your time to join the session. And I'm sure this session should surely help you achieve certain goals which are planned for the year to come ahead. And obviously, as I said, this is a webinar where I'll be sharing you certain strategy by which you will be able to achieve your New Year resolutions. If you have got some weight loss goals or if you have planned for certain things to improve your health, this webinar will surely add a lot of value to that. And so I'm very much thankful that this Sunday evening at 8 p.m. you would have done multiple other things, but you took out the time to join this session. This shows that health is very important to you and you are really looking ahead for achieving your goals in improving your health. And that's the reason you joined this session. So I'm very much thankful and grateful that you took out your time to join this session. So having said all those things, I'll just introduce myself a bit so that the people who are joining here for the first time know my background, what I come from. And after that, I'll just take a couple of minutes to do that. And then I'll be sharing further details on each of them. Okay. And I'm very much excited to share each and every topic with you today. So, yeah. So I'll just share my. I believe you're able to see my screen. You can put it in the chat if you're able to see the screen. Right. So about introducing myself is that I was part of Indian Navy for almost 20 years. I was part of Indian Navy and served the country there. And after that, I joined corporate recently in 2016. Yeah, not quite recently, but 7, 8 years back. And yeah, the corporate life when I joined, it was a complete shift of the way I work. The way I worked in a naval environment was much of a physical involvement. But in a corporate world, when you join, it's more of a office work where you sit on the chair for very long hours. And there's another thing is that you have travel time in Mumbai, especially where I stay. We have a lot of travel time, 3, 4 hours we spend on road. So this sudden change in the lifestyle completely impacted the way I looked at things, impacted the way I operated and did my activities. So this impacted my lifestyle, and I didn't realize much that I was not taking care of my health initially. So it went on that I kept on putting weight. And every year I had a new Year resolution after 2016, 17, 18. Every year I made a new Year resolution that this year I'm going to lose weight, I'll become healthy. And I'm sure you will also relate with that. Yes, this 24 is coming from Jan onwards. I'll take care of my health. I'll stop eating a lot of stuffs and doing certain things. But every time I made a resolution, I did not follow it with certain right strategy, which I could get a result. So the weight kept on putting, but after in 2020, 21, finally I did decide that yes, this is too much. I need to make some serious changes along with the help of my health coach and mentors. I could make some changes. And the 5, 6 months, I took me to lose almost like 18 kgs of weight. And that impacted my life very positively. To be very honest, at that time when I was overweight, I had many other health issues. I had immunity issues. I had issues with the way I did my activities, my productivity level, the energy level I had much lesser. I was not able to perform all those activities which I wanted to do. The confidence level also comes back down. When you look in the mirror and you don't feel so good about yourself. So, but by changing the weight, I could see so much of change in my life. I could see the energy level, the way I appreciated things, the immunity level of my body went very high. These all things were a big blessing for me, I could see. So, as it was a blessing, I started sharing my story with my friends. I started telling my friends, yes, this is the way it can help you also. So few of my friends told that yes, what you're saying is great. We can also give a try. Why don't we also start losing weight? So I went on to help few of my friends. So this is my friend Harshad who lost almost 25 kgs. I could help him achieve that. Then one of my friend Manish Singh, he also lost about 12.5 kgs. Then there's a friend in Dubai, she lost 6 kgs. So these are the few people whose records I have kept, but many other people who came and went by, which I generally initially part of my journey. I did not keep much of a record because I was not thinking of it as a part of profession. Okay. Now, along with doing these things, I even realized having a good knowledge about health and nutrition can really help. Not only me, I can be a blessing to my clients and people who would be willing to work with me. So went on to do certain certifications on health and nutrition and got certified in health coaching as a health coach or as a happiness coach also. as I understood one part is that you cannot be following anything which will not keep you happy. If you're not happy, you are not going to follow it. That's for sure, whatever you do. So these two things really help me to understand how I can help my clients in a better way. These are my certifications, just to give you information that I am very much qualified to talk on this subject. Not only that, I have been learning in and out every other day, every time I'm learning so that I can go ahead and help more and more people on this aspect. So this was a general introduction about myself. Then let's go to the part which we are more excited about and understanding how 2024 can be made different for us rather than from all the past years where we made resolutions and we couldn't follow. And today we are sitting on 10 December 2023. And I'm sure you have started looking into things that how can you make a new resolution on certain topics which in your mind, maybe your finance, maybe health and different things. That's a great way to start. Having a new year resolution is a great thing. Nothing wrong in that. I would say you should make a resolution. But having a right strategy for making that resolution come in place also is important. I did a recent survey on Google itself, and as per Forbes Health, this is the new resolution which is coming up in 2024. They did a good survey, and if you see the top five, if you see the top five strategy here, all of them have got one thing in very much is that if you see this top five, all of them have got health and fitness as the top priority. Only one of the thing is resolution is finance. Rest everything is on health. So that means health is a very big thing today, and people are having issues with not having a proper health. So that's something which everybody want to make changes. And something which people are looking for. That's a resolution which people have. But again, having a resolution is not bad, but can you follow it up? Now, the next information the same Forbes Health tells is that out of all the people who make resolution, if you see the first 3 months, these 3 months, if you see, 60 to 70% of the people, at least 60% of the people will give up on their weight loss resolution or their health resolution, they will give up. Why? Because they did not have a right strategy to ensure that they don't lose the focus. How are you able to focus on that? That is a big aspect of under following your resolution. So I'll be sharing that how you can do that, and we'll be going more deep into this subject, how we can overcome and how we can follow this up. Okay. So this is something which is very, I'll say something that we all have gone through. I'm sure you have also faced it. That 1 month goes, your resolution is little on the backstage. Second month, third month, 100% it is out. So we want to have a resolution which we are able to follow it and completely make it possible for us to achieve it. So we'll go into that. So just give me a sec. Yeah. Yeah. So before I go to that, I want to take a moment to just tell some information about something more important. That till today, you might have all made certain resolution. If you guys can come on camera, it will be great. It will be good to look into the face and talk. It will make more human presence here. But whatever best possible, if you're able to hear me and if you are on the screen, what will happen is that your focus will be there on the screen and you'll get better information from what I'm talking here. So whatever you did in your past, let's say you made a resolution 23 Jan, but you couldn't follow it up. Same way you did the resolution earlier also multiple times, but you couldn't follow up. So all those past mistakes, what you did, that's in your mind. You may not have forgiven yourself for that. It can happen that yes, this went. This last year when you made a resolution, you were very strong and you are 100% sure that you will follow it, but you couldn't follow it up. So that is something which is not so good. You don't feel good about it. That might have impacted your belief also that you can lose weight. You might have now you might be feeling that yeah, my body type is such that I can't lose weight and I can become healthy. You may be feeling that I can't be self-disciplined about myself. So all those beliefs came why? Because you tried something but you couldn't follow it up and you have not forgiven yourself for that. There are mistakes like you are much mature from last year, you are much mature today this year. So think of your last year personality as a kid and forgive that kid. That's the best way. Forgive yourself for all your past mistakes. Because if you don't forgive yourself for your past mistake, you will keep carrying it and it will always impact your present, whatever you're doing. It's very important to like yourself, love yourself, forgive yourself. I'll just tell you a small story. There were two monks who were doing a training in their monk ashram college, and one day their Guruji told them, to go to the nearby village and get some stuff from there. For going to that village, they had to cross a river. The river was not very deep. People used to just walk on through the bed of the river and used to cross it. But when these two monks reached the river, they saw a lady standing on the side. She was very afraid of water. She wanted to cross the river, but because of her fear, she was not able to cross. So one of the monk was very gentle. He told, "Ma'am, can I carry you to the other side?" The lady told, "Yes, please, that's fine." So the monk picked up the lady, carried her, left her on the other side of the river, and these two monks went. After a few days, the monk which carried the woman saw the other monk very much disturbed. He saw him, he was very much angry, he was not talking to him properly. So this monk asked the other monk, "What happened? Why are you behaving in this different way? Why are you so annoyed?" So the other monk says that, "See, our Guruji told two things which is very important. One, we should not kill anybody. Second, we should not touch a lady. And you broke Guruji's rule, you touched a lady." For this, the monk who carried the lady says that, "Yes, that is true. I carried the woman to the other side of the bank and dropped her and left her there. But today also you are carrying that woman in your mind." Think about it, guys. Same way in life, we would have done many things, and that thought is still in our mind, whichever past mistakes we have done. Learn to forgive and forget those things. Then only your this strategy, which I'm going to tell you, will be much more effective. You will be able to use it in a right way. Keeping your past beliefs may not be help you. You will have to make some changes. So forgive and forget, and let's go ahead and make some new plans this coming year. Okay. So let me share the screen with you. Let's say you made a resolution this year that you will lose the weight. You are very much confident that, "Yes, I will lose the weight. This is my new resolution. I am going to lose weight, and then this is a new resolution. Whatever happened in the past, let me forget it and let me go ahead." Okay. And the strategy which I'm telling you, the three powers which I'm talking about here is, first is the power of planning. You should know how to plan. You may say, "I have done planning earlier also. I always thought that I will eat only salads. I will work out every for 2 hours in the morning. I will do a lot of stuff we have already planned." Every year we do the planning, but we are not able to follow it. How do we make change in the planning? I'll share with you. Prioritizing is important. When you make a plan, how do you prioritize it? The second is, what priority do you give? That is very much important. Then the third is, how are you going to prepare for it? What is the preparation for your planning and your resolution to come in place? Each one of them I'll talk one at a time. Okay. So let's go to the planning part. Planning part, the first thing which you need to understand is that whenever you think about the plan, don't follow anybody else's plan. There are a lot of influencers on social media. They would say that this is what you need to follow, this is what you need, this is the right way to follow. A lot of multiple things will come there. But what you need to follow, it should be completely important, sorry, integral for your environment. It will be something specifically for your environment. For understanding your environment, first thing what you need to do is your track your present habits and your environment. See, the environment in which I live and the environment in what you live is totally different. So if I tell you my routine and if I tell you to follow that, you will not be able to follow. Why? Because the requirement is totally different. Okay. So understanding first that this is the areas which are good for me. These are the habits which are good, which I am following. These are the habits which are not right. This is my environment. Let's say you have an environment that where you eat rice every day. Nothing wrong in eating rice. Is there nothing wrong? But let's say that some influencer says that you should completely stop rice. And after listening to that person, you completely stop the rice. Do you think you will be able to follow it? Of course not. You will not be able to follow. Why you will not be able to follow? Because you mentally and your body is having a different environment where rice is something which is very common to you. And as soon as you stop the rice now, the one thing which will come in your mind is always rice. It's like, just like if I tell you right this moment, while attending this session, you should not be thinking about a pink elephant. What came in your mind? Pink elephant. So same way, when as soon as you tell your mind, I will not eat rice, that the rice will keep coming in your mind, and the sooner or later you will be eating rice, and you will say, I had taken a resolution, I will not eat rice. I've given up of that. Let everything happen the way it is. That's one way. So tracking and understanding your environment and your habit is one of the starting. That's a reference point from where you can start. Everybody will have different environment. This all people, all the number of people, you are 7 of you sitting here, each one of you has got as a different environment in their house, their present habits, their culture background from what you come is totally different. So understanding that and preparing a plan according to your environment, your current habits is very vital, so we to make it sustainable. You suddenly change everything and take up somebody else's plan and try to copy it in your life, it may not come out proper. You may not be able, it will not be sustainable, because it is a totally north pole and south pole for you. You don't have to do that. Understand your habits and make changes, and whenever you plan, keep that reference point for your planning. Don't completely change it. Okay. Having said that, the second thing what I'll say is that always have a plan B. Plan A you already have. You might have thought that yes, every day morning 5 o'clock I'll get up, I'll go for a workout at 5:30 for half an hour, 45 minutes. I'll walk. Then I'll in the morning I'll have this. I'll have a protein-rich food. Then afternoon I'll have some salads. These all things are planned. Now, can your plan be hampered? Of course, it can be. Someday, maybe that you have got a lot of work in your place. Wherever you are working, your work may be very too much work is there, and suddenly you can't stop that. That you have to complete the deadline. So you don't have time in the evening. You are getting late from the office. You come and sleep late. When you sleep late, will you wake up in the morning in time? Of course not. Your waking up time also will be impacted. So you have slept late, you wake up late. Now, once you wake up late, you had a plan A at 5 a.m. you will get up. Now you woke up by 6 a.m. Now 1 hour is lost. What will happen? Will you work out? You will say, no, my plan was to wake up at 5, then only I'll work out. 6 o'clock I woke up, I will not work out. That is one way of looking at it. But if you have a plan B, where you say that if in case by chance, if I don't wake up at 5 a.m. and I wake up at 6 a.m., what will be my strategy for my workout? Is there a place where can I put 10 minutes or 15 minutes of workout? Can I work out for 5 minutes in the morning? That you can do. Let's say then you have a lunch break where you have 15, 20 minutes or half an hour for after having your food. There maybe you can work out. Maybe after coming back after dinner, you have some time to work out. Somewhere you have a plan B, because you know your lifestyle, you know your commitments towards your work and your family. So you have a plan B for other than the plan A. That's about the workout. Let's talk about the food part. Let's say you decide that 6 days in a week I'll eat completely healthy. I'll not have anything from outside. This is what I'm going to follow. Lunch, I'm going to eat salads. I'll eat little bit of rice, little bit of vegetables, some protein stuff I'll eat. But when you reach the office, suddenly one of your friends come and tell, hey, this is my party. This is a party day today. It's my birthday. Let's go out for lunch. So it's a party. You don't want to make your friend feel bad. He has invited you on a birthday. You don't want to make him feel bad. So you go out with your friend. You go out. You have food with your friend. You obviously parties. You when you are with the friends, chances of overeating is very normal. You had a good food. So what is the plan B? This was not in your plan. Now your food is impacted. What do? You have a plan B that in dinner I will just have a bowl of soup, or maybe I'll just have a bowl of salads. That's it. So you always have a plan B for all the things, whatever you have planned. This will mentally prepare you for all the things which can come. Everything will not be predictable. Still, life will give you things which will not be predictable. But to some extent, at least 70-80% of the time, you are prepared for the change in environment. You just don't say, have a blunt plan key. This is what I do, otherwise I will not do. That won't happen. Either you do, I do everything, or I will not do at all. That shouldn't be a plan at all. If I'm not able to do plan A, then I should be able to plan B or plan C, whichever you want to do. Okay. Then think realistic when you plan. Most of us, when we think about planning, we think that the world will be perfect once we plan. We say that from 1st Jan, button on, perfect life. Everything will be perfectly coming in my place. my waking up time, my workout time, my family will support and everything. There won't be another stress coming up from anywhere. My job boss will not give me a stress. A lot of stuff you think that'll be perfect. But the reality is that life is not going to be perfect. You are going to get bumps from left and right. That's a fact, 100%. And especially when you decide that I will follow a certain routine to be healthy. When you decide that, the bumps will 100% come. So be realistic. Suddenly you don't make a plan that till now, till date, you have not been working on. And suddenly you make a plan that I will work out 2 hours every day. You are 100% sure that you will not follow that. Why? Because you are not even working for 10-15 minutes. The best thing what you can do is that maybe you can just plan that I'll work out for a go for a walk for 10 or 15 minutes. That's it. That's a small plan, which is very much, is physical. Let it be any difficult situation, a lot of time constraints, but 10-15 minutes you can always take out. That will keep you sustained. You will be consistent in your habit. The focus is on creating the right habits. So be very realistic. If you are not having any healthy food throughout the day and you are having processed food from outside 4 days in a week, so now you can say completely cutting down rather than you can say maybe I'll have 1 or 2 days outside food. That's it. That's a better strategy than completely stopping it. Because when you completely stop it, you will have reasons why you should eat those processed food or those foods which sometimes we relate those food with happiness. So be very realistic when you think about planning. Don't think that the world will suddenly become perfect on 1st Jan for you. Suddenly all our bad habits will go. It will not going to happen. So you have to be in a frame of mind. I have to think realistic. Okay. So let's go to the next point. You made a great plan is in place. You have been realistic. Everything is in place. That morning 5 o'clock you can't wake up. You will wake up at 5:45, 15 minutes before early. Before you were walking at 6, waking up at 6. Now you wake up at 5:45. Excellent. You have planned your food. Everything is in place. Everything is perfectly planned, and every plan A, plan B, everything is there. Now, one night in the evening at about 9:30, you feel that I am missing Netflix. I should watch a movie. And morning you have planned to get a morning at say 5:45 and go for a workout for 10-15 minutes. What you decide at this point matters. What priority to do? If you give priority to your Netflix, that means you're not giving priority to your sleep. Simple. You have broken your priority. You're not giving priority to the workout which is planned for the next day. So if you break your own priority, if you don't have a priority for the things, prioritizing is very vital. If you don't give priority where the things should fall in place, you will never be able to follow your resolution. One day, 2 day you do it, third day you will be out of your resolution. So prioritizing each and everything in our life is very. How many of us will reach office if we don't give priority to our job? None of us will reach out because there are other many things also going in life. So it's we have for important things in our life we give priority. If health is important to you, you will give a priority to it. You will give a priority to it that health is important. I should work out. I should eat healthy. Accordingly, your other behaviors also you will make sure it is done in such a way that it comes in place. So a general priority, what we have seen in people who are successfully following certain system or succeeding in life is that they keep God first. Third priority comes your profession. Profession is very important. If you don't give priority to your profession, do you think that you be getting the income required to live your day-to-day life? Of course not. So giving a priority to your profession is vital so that you get the income and the lifestyle required for you and you grow through that. And the fourth priority people have that if they have a side hustle, something they do along with their profession, like they're attending some college, new training they are doing, or doing some side hustle business they are doing, or even health is a big priority where you put your health and priority where you do for things for keeping yourself healthy. So I'm just told some example. The priority you can select your priority. I'm just given one example. So if you have priority accordingly, you will put each and every activity in place and you will give. Otherwise, you will always say that I want to become healthy, but I don't have time. You don't have time because you don't have priority for it. Anytime my client tells me that I don't have time, the simple statement which comes in my mind is that you don't have time because your health is not important to you. That is the statement actually what you're saying. If anybody of you is telling that I don't have time, no, that's not the fact. Fact is that you have time for all those things which are other than your health. But for health, you will have to give priority. It's just a matter of giving the importance to what you need in life. If it is important, you will make it happen. If it is not important, you will have reasons why you can't do a thing. That's simple like that. Okay. So having a priority for doing each and every activity in your life is very vital if you want to follow your resolution, what you have made for yourself. Now, the last part, the point is preparation. Do you need to prepare? Of course, you have to prepare. You did a planning, you are prioritizing, but you will have to plan for it. You have to prepare your environment. You will have to prepare the foodstuffs, what you are going to eat. You will have to prepare for workout. You maybe have to buy a new pair of shoes, new workout clothes, something of that. You may have to go and purchase some grocery. You will have to have healthy grocery in your house. If you don't have healthy stuffs to cook in the house, how will you eat healthy? Of course not. You will not be able to eat healthy if you don't have good stuffs in your kitchen. You should have good healthy stuffs in your kitchen to cook food. Otherwise, what will happen is that you just go online and you order something. That's it. And it's very easy today. That's the easiest thing what you could. But better you purchase a online grocery ordering you can do, but buy the groceries, some raw stuffs, and keep it with you. Vegetables you buy whatever non-veg or whatever you buy. Keep it in a planned way so that you have stuffs for cook and you're preparing for that. Maybe you replace unhealthy stuffs in your. If you have a lot of snacks, sweets lying around the house, whenever you feel what will you eat, you will eat those snacks only. See, willpower is great. Having a willpower is excellent. I believe that willpower is required, but there's a limit to the willpower also. When you're tired and when you don't feel like doing anything, the fastest thing what you get in nearby, you grab into it. So if there's some sweets kept, you will eat that. You're not going to find something healthy. But if you get some nuts and healthy stuffs around you, a table and around your kitchen where it's visible, you will eat that only. You will not go and eat the sweet and unhealthy stuff. So replacing that unhealthy stuff with good snacks is very important so that you create the right environment. Creating the environment is one of the best strategy by which you can stay healthy. It's not only a strategy for you, but it is for the family also. Family also will be healthy when you have healthy stuffs around you. Okay. Same way you can keep your dress ready for next day workout. So one of my client wears the morning workout dress and sleeps. So morning as soon as he gets up, he just brushes the teeth, freshens up and goes for a workout. So because he's already in the dress, he's more excited to do the work. So think on those lines. You will have to prepare and create an environment which is by which you can follow each and every thing. Whatever your plan. Your plan is that your priorities in your mind. You have decided that I will give importance to my workout. I will do whatever it needs so that I can achieve the weight loss goal or I want to be more healthy. Whatever goal is in your mind, then you will prepare for it. Maybe you will plan a meal for the week. If you are staying with the family and you can't prepare a meal, still you will have an idea of what is going to be cooked, and accordingly you can give some input how it can be improved so that you are prepared for each and every event which is coming. You know your friend's marriage party is coming, so you are prepared. Maybe a day before you eat less, or in the lunch you have little less, or breakfast you don't skip the breakfast completely and go and have and lunch have a heavy lunch. So every time preparation is required so that you can achieve your goals. Okay. So these things which I've shared is something which each one of you can follow. And the last point, what I'll say is that focus on your good habits. I was talking to one of my friend who was into marketing. He told me that whenever you talk to a client, ensure that you make the client realize that whatever they are doing is totally wrong and whatever you are saying is the right thing to be done. Then only you will be able to pitch the stuff. And I did not reply to him, but I just focused that that is the strategy for all the marketing things which are going outside. If you say anybody want to sell something, some dress, they would say this is the dress you should wear, otherwise you're not good for the world. This is the car you should drive, otherwise you're not good for the world. So every time you'll be made feel that what you're doing and what you're following today is totally wrong. That's the way the marketing works. But I don't want to tell you that. That's not what I'm. What I believe is that each one of you has already got some things which is completely good in your life and you are able to follow it. When you do a tracking, you will come to know there are good things what you're doing. Add more on to that. It's called habit stack. You're already doing some good habits. you add more good habits to that. That is the right way. Don't put yourself completely down. Nobody is same. You may have different type of body. I have a different type of body. Every person is different. So focus on what is good for you. Focus on things what is working good for you and work on that. Build yourself up on those good habits rather than thinking negative about all those things what is not working for you. And see, whenever wherever your focus goes, your energy goes, and you grow in that field. So focus on the good habits what you got, and I'm 100% sure the coming year you will be able to achieve all those weight loss goals or habits what you are planning. And whenever you're thinking about weight loss, rather than focusing completely on weight loss, focus on the habits what you're creating, because the habits is something which will be sustainable for the life. You made a weight loss goal, you lost the weight, then your goal is not there. Then what you do, your weight will put on again. But if your focus is on only on habits, my habit is to make myself healthy. Yes, this is something which I can do. I will work out every day for 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour. Then I'll eat little healthy protein, some nutrients, some supplements, some like that, which can keep me healthy. So different things you do so that which makes you healthy. So you focus on those habits, and when you focus on those habits, weight loss becomes a byproduct of all those things what you have done. So that will be a right strategy. So to just to wind up, I'll just say there are three things which I shared with you. Plan, plan with the right strategy, understanding where you stand, or you make from the right reference point, where you come from. Make a plan B for yourself, and be realistic when you plan. It be realistic with your world, your environment, with your culture, so that you can follow it up. Second, you have to prioritize. You will have to give importance to your health. If you don't give importance to your health, you will never ever find time for doing your work. You will always have reasons why you can't give workout, why you can't eat healthy. You will give hundreds of reasons. But when you give importance, those reasons will go aside. Third, prepare. Prepare. Create an environment which is conducive for you to follow a healthy lifestyle. It's very much possible for you to make an environment which is lasting for you, but intentionally you have to make it happen. Focus on your good habits, it will happen. It's just a matter of time. As you focus on your right habits, keeping those healthy habits, once it comes in place, slowly and gradually weight loss will happen, and you will see a complete transformation in it. And you will never ever in life you will have to think about weight loss if your focus is on your habits, the right healthy habits you create. You will, once that is in place, weight loss will happen and you will be completely healthy. Okay. So to wind up, I'll just say that I conduct these things what I shared is completely great, but any of you want to do a one-on-one coaching, I give one-on-one health coaching and weight loss coaching. The strategy is great, but sometimes you are not sure how to follow it up. Feel free to ask for help. I'm here. I help people on losing weight and becoming healthy, or want to whatever health aspect you're looking for. I help people in that. So we can get on as a friend. I can guide you. I can be a person who can be an accountability partner. Not only help you to plan and prioritize, but also ensuring that you're consistent. And I'm sure if you have a weight loss goal in the coming year, if you are committed, I am 100% sure I can help you lose weight and become a completely healthier version of you. Provided you commit to do and take complete communication with me and do what I instruct you to. I'll not tell you to change the world around. That's not the way I work. In your environment, I have a habit. What I do is that I help people track their present habit for 7 to 10 days. I understand where they come from, what they are following, what they're eating, what they likes are there, what they don't like. Accordingly, I create a plan and strategy for them. I create a plan. I'll give you a strategy by which you'll be able to do it, and we'll make corrections along the way and we'll make it. That's one-on-one coaching. And if you are part of any community, or if you are part of any place where people who would like to create health awareness more, I conduct health webinars and seminars. So if you're interested, I can do webinars and seminars for your community. If you want to do that, that option is also available. So having said that, thank you so much. I'll just for joining and investing your time here. I'll just stop it.